lot of time in Europe over the years. What are some of your favourite experiences?
Experiences?
Oh. Or places, or...
yeah, I've got a list. Places, experiences. I tell you what, one famous experience was that I still think about it with my wife. It was just one of these things that really sets you in place and go, this is what travel's about. I used to take coach tours around Europe, and I went through Paris a few dozen times. And each time we standing on the coach looking over, there's this big brick wall there going through on one side and the left bank. And the wall is around a building which is the Rodin Museum. Rodin, the sculptor. And as you go past, you can stand out. You can actually see the wall. You can see the top half of Le Penseur, the thinker by Rodin, the famous statue. And I thought, one day I'll go in there. And all those years, I never really made it. I went back to my wife, my 2-year-old daughter. And so we walked through this museum, and this is a Parisian museum whereby in the gardens the statues are around it, and there's trees and grass, and we sat down and we opened this is in a museum and it's acceptable because we were civilized. We opened a bottle of wine, paper cups, yes. We had crusty French bread and pâté, and my daughter was running around catching the leaves that are falling down. It's all sort of like out of a romantic film. And then she lay down and went to sleep, and she gave us some peace and quiet. For 2 hours we sat there amongst these statues, literally the Burgers at Calais over there, the Penseur there. You could see the dome with the Église de Dome. You could see the Eiffel Tower in the distance. And you're just in the shade of these trees. That was delightful.
Yeah.
And that's one of the cores behind our tours, and that is you need some time off. Other ones, I can remember being in Italy, in Tuscany, and near a place called San Gimignano, the city of towers, the Manhattan of Tuscany, they call it, because of all the old 13th and 14th century towers. And I was tipped off that there was a winery nearby called Vernaccio, which is the only wine that's actually mentioned in classical history in Dante's Inferno. And in there, Dante apparently was spiraling down to hell, and for a brief moment he reached out and drank a glass of Vernaccio, and he was in heaven. So we went round the back roads, and we found this old lady sitting in a doorway, and I don't know how she chilled that wine, but we sat in the driveway of this vineyard, and we drank white wine with this grandma, and it was delicious. Now, I remember walking in the Swiss mountains. This winter, I was up the top of we were skiing with the family, sussing out this new Christmas tour I'd mentioned about. There's 7 nights in one place in Neustift near Innsbruck, and we took the cable car up to 3,300 meters, and there's a viewing platform, and it's like the arc of the arm of a crane going out, with glass-sided, and you walk along it, and you walk out right over the cliff, and the views are just awesome.
Yeah.
Then we went on a bobsleigh run. We sat in a bobsleigh. Oh yes, there was a pilot and went rocketing down a mountain.
Well, I think you've obviously had some wonderful experiences, and if anyone was even remotely considering going to Europe for a holiday, I think you've certainly convinced them that that's definitely the way to go, and that they should definitely consider an Albatross tour. So thank you very much, Euan, for your time and for sharing so much with us today.
Karen, it's my pleasure anytime. I do hope that people travel and enjoy what they go. Just don't just tick them off on the list. Spend a little longer and get beneath that tourist veneer. And you can do it as a tourist.
That's right. You certainly can. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so for more information on Albatross tours, people can find that on holidaystoeurope.com.au, or perhaps you'd like to give us your phone number, Euan, if anyone would like to phone you with an inquiry.
A phone number, yes, is a toll-free number, a 1300 number for Australia, 1300 135 015, 1300 135 015. Anyone from New Zealand, it is 0800 446 232. That's 0800 446 232.
Thanks again, Euan.
My pleasure, Karen.
Bye for now.
Bye.